I know it's crazy, guys, but we're talking about arming the enemy via arming our allies. ISIS driving around in brand new pickup trucks, courtesy of the United States government. And don't forget, of course, recently they won back Ramadi. Through the use of Humvees, they turned into these giant mobile bombs. They were captured from the Iraqi security forces that we gave them to. All right, Scotty, now the government wants to send more money, more military equipment to Iraq. Will American soldiers have to face that equipment one day?
Absolutely. But you've seen this in wars past. To be honest with you, ISIS has $1 billion worth of U.S. armored vehicles. One was just used, in fact, in a roadside bomb attack outside of Baghdad 2 days ago. And this is what you get when you have irresponsible planning and withdrawal. Barack Obama made a campaign promise, and this is the result of him actually being irresponsible to promise the American people and not do it the
So there's no boots on the ground, but there's a lot of Humvees down there. There's a lot of weapons, machine guns, and these guys, every time they run away, the enemy gets it. So is the solution to put boots on the ground or to walk away?
The solution is when we leave, we take everything with us. Or we go back in right now and we get it back. It's real simple. Clean up your toys after you play. Exactly. Put it in the toilet.
We spend hundreds of billions of dollars training an Iraqi force, building an Iraqi democracy, and just using scare quotes all day long. And this is what we got. ISIS walks into town. They're like, okay, you've been training us for like 10 years. Sorry, got to go. Here's the weapons. Get out of here. We're the world's policeman and the world's arms dealer. When we do both of those activities in crappy and tumultuous parts of the world, that means people are going to use our weapons to shoot back at us. That is inevitable.
The solution, though, the libertarian solution is to walk away from the whole thing.
Libertarian solution is to not engage in war that's completely elective, and then to sit there and stay there forever.
But now that we're there, I mean, and it's really half-assed.
You can't stay there forever. I know it's the belief that if we just stayed there and signed the really good use of force agreement and all this kind of stuff, but there's a limiting factor of American public opinion here, which is not something to be trifled with. We Americans don't want us to be in a place for 50 years. They don't want us to spend the money.
The answer is when we go in, we need to actually go in. We need to stop sitting there and doing a PR campaign and a politically correct campaign.
Into Iraq.
Yeah, I was going to say,
no, but we did not go full force. We started pulling back.
Full force.
We did not go at the beginning, but then we started to pull back when there was starting to be dissension.
Well, I will say, though, we never did go in the way the Powell doctrine with the overwhelming force. He was talking 400, 500,000. I thought that would have worked. I think we could have been in and out, kept the generals on the job, not scattered the army. I mean, I know we learned a lot of things, but I think one thing we can all agree on, we've got to give up on this nation building. I don't think anybody in America thinks
if we went in and then out, it would have been chaos then, too. That's the thing.
Speaking of chaos.